Hey everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a high tier patron choice. Thank you very much for this one. So we're back in Tornado Alley. This one is going to be Joplin. So let's jump in. Let's have a look at this one.
Wait, we'll have to go back. Okay, hold on. I gotta turn around. Oh, it's getting big. That is huge. Huge. That's a wedge. I got it.
The tornado has touched down in the city of Joplin.
God, you can already hear the fear in their voices. I would be terrified, petrified. Whew.
I've never seen a tornado form that quickly to a mile-wide tornado.
Go east right up here. Go east right up here.
This is like the end of the world.
Our house had been flattened. We did not know if our son was okay.
People were being hauled away with emergency personnel holding just pieces of these people together.
It was horrific.
I never really thought that I would have friends that die in a tornado.
Oh my goodness.
This is going right in the heart of Joplin, ain't it?
Well, we are getting reports that most of the rain has passed through there, but they are seeing what people are considering a wall cloud, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Obviously, some clouds have some people concerned, basically between Galena and Joplin.
It was on a Sunday, and so I remember it was just a very hot and humid day that day, and you can kind of see a storm rolling in from the west.
I was actually attending my son's graduation. It was the high school graduation here in town. The skies were starting to become a little overcast.
Oh my God, it's graduation as well?
You could see some thunderstorms building off to the west of the city.
It's a storm you see coming across the Kansas border now, just about to make it to the Joplin area. We also have some showers and storms across northern Arkansas.
I was in the newsroom at 5 o'clock. We knew the tornado watches were out there. We knew the tornado warnings were out there. But it wasn't until about 05:05 or when we started listening to the AM station in Joplin.
KCRG News Time is 5:28. We're live storm team coverage here on the stations of Zimmer Radio. Again, the tornado warning in effect.
Well, I was with two of my really good friends. We were just kind of driving around listening to the Cardinals and the Royals on the radio and just listening to the baseball game. The baseball game got switched over to the emergency broadcasting.
Oh my God, look at that.
I've been in a lot of thunderstorms. You could definitely tell that it was different. We began taking it more seriously. We wanted to find a place to just get out of the hail that they were calling for.
Please do take heed. Get in your tornado shelters right now. We can't stress this enough. Take heed.
I can't imagine when you get a radio over the radio, get in your tornado shelter and you're in the middle of the bloody driving somewhere. Oh,
this is a dangerous weather situation.
Hey, where you at?
Oh.
I moved from Seattle to Joplin exactly 2 weeks before the tornado to the day.
Yikes.
I was at my friend's place that I was living with at the time since I just moved here. His name's Sam, and me and Sam and his 3-year-old son went outside. To my west, it was really, really dark, and there was lightning and thunder. It was still, I thought, a ways away at the time.
I mean, we get storms here, usually summertime, electrical storms. You know you're going to get a bit of lightning, a bit of rain, maybe a bit of hail if you're unlucky. But I couldn't imagine getting the threat of a tornado. Oh, that just terrifies me. Because there's nothing you could do. You can't fight against it. You can get into shelter and stuff, but even then, it's not 100% chance you're going to be safe. It's just crazy.
5 miles.
I'd never had, seen a storm system like this. You're kind of preparing yourself of what's coming next, and you really don't have a chance to prepare.
Chad Elliott in the KCRG 24-hour Storm Center. KCRG News Time is 5:28. Numerous calls into the station from storm spotters and listeners reporting a funnel-like cloud.
Wait, pull it, go further. Get further, It's going to do it. It's going to do it. Get further.
Oh my God.
There. Straight ahead, Scott. Straight ahead.
Well, I've been chasing for about 11 years now. Even before I got my driver's license, I dragged my mom out to go storm chasing because I couldn't drive. There were a few other guys that were in the car.
Wait, stop! It's coming towards us!
We started to notice rotation to our south down the road. So went headed south towards the base of the thunder.
Look at the bloody size of it. You can see it kind of, you can see it forming. That is, oh, no way. No way.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on.
Oh.
Oh, man!
We noticed bright flashes, and those are transformers on power lines exploding as the tornadic winds are hitting it.
I see. We're getting closer. We're gonna get closer.
Oh my God.
We are going. Wait, stop! It's right in the field. Get closer. We are going to get closer.
Isaac, it's right there.
I know. It's right there. I know, but we can get closer.
Oh, you can get closer. You're going to be in it, mate. Just calm down. Look at it.
Gosh! Roll down your window. Listen to it.
I have never seen a tornado form that quickly, from a little rope tornado dancing in a field to a almost mile-wide tornado in 20 seconds. So that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
We got RFD. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's getting big.
It's getting huge.
I got it. Debris. Okay, big tornado.
We can go east right up here.
I can't.
Right up here.
Go for it.
This is where I cross, by the way. Go east, turn right here on the dirt road. As a chase team, we make it a priority to warn the public. We got the idea to call 911 in Joplin.
Hi, I'm calling because I'm watching a strong, large tornado heading towards the south side of Joplin right now.
As we came out of the graduation, I had decided that I was going to take my family home. I had my wife with me and, of course, my daughter and my son who had graduated. I just looked at my family, told them, sorry, you're going to have to go with me to work, and we turned off and went to the fire station.
246, just for information, we have power lines down on a car.
We'd started getting reports of debris and damage, so we discontinued emergency responses and had our crews take shelter until after the storm passed.
272, 223. Can't reach my wife. Can I go?
So stand by on that until we can figure out what we got here.
The target one, and Chief Randolph has advised that we would be waiting before we send anyone out or any of their vehicles out for search and rescue.
I was working in dispatch at the police department. I was the Patrol 1 dispatcher. I handle all radio traffic for the officers that are on the street.
I'm in service. I have control of the street. Does our paging system still work?
We are unsure. We're going to attempt it.
We are in the basement level of the police department. We have no idea what's actually going on outside or how much damage there is or anything like that. But we know we've been hit by one, and it was obviously slow moving because we were still getting reports as it went across.
Yeah, possible tornado, 13th degree north.
One of our officers was on the east side of town, and the tornado took a southerly turn and started heading right towards where his location was.
31223, I'm on.
Especially when it's dark and you can't see it. You can't really see where it is. It's like a boogeyman in the dark trying to get you.
Fine now, you can head
Oh.
Yeah, just kind of go slow and don't keep an eye out because we're not sure where it's going or where it's headed.
Tornado on over Flying J. Tornado over Flying J.
Oh my God.
I'm in a tornado! I'm in a tornado!
Oh.
The wind's blowing so hard his windshield wipers won't even work. His side window was broken out, so he's getting debris and rain inside the vehicle with him.
23, who's that?
It was Waters.
Waters, I'm in a tornado.
Copy. If you can, try to find a shelter or somewhere to pull underneath. Injured.
We, of course, took radio silence for him at that point. The supervisor on duty was trying to find out where he was.
You got a way out?
I don't know where I'm at.
You just hope. At that point, you can't panic or do anything like that when you're in my position, at least.
Oh my God.
from Waterford Carl Jr. firefighters. There's a tornado on the ground at 20th and Main Lane.
Attempts to outrun it.
Officer Waters was trapped in the tornado. The supervisor on duty was trying to find out where he was.
I'm going northbound, but I don't know where I'm at. Contact with us so we know you're okay.
Oh my God.
I think I'm north of it, but I don't know.
He did finally seek coverage under the bridge.
I actually drove through the I'm good.
Is that safe to stay under the bridge? Whew.
It was me and my husband's first wedding anniversary, and we were at the Royals-Cardinals game up in Kansas City. We had just moved up here in Joplin. We called my mother-in-law to see how she was doing and our son was doing. They said there was tornado warning. I told them to just go ahead and hunker down. So we didn't know that there was necessarily a tornado. It's pretty common to be in tornado warning here in Joplin.
This is KZRG. It's been a while since we've seen an actual tornado touchdown in Joplin, and obviously we hope the damage is minimal.
All right, Dad, slow just a bit. I can't see it. I can't see it at all. As we were witnessing the tornado, we also had another part of our team in a different vehicle, and it was Kevin and his dad.
Let me get just... Oh, God, okay. You go down the road a little bit. Go down the road a little bit.
We were at the northwest side of town coming in, and we could see the storm, coming in, and it was just black and dark and nasty. And
we top a hill, and then by the time it moves over the road, it was already full-blown tornado, probably at least a quarter mile wide.
It's gonna cross the road. You said, oh gosh, okay, got it. There, oh my gosh. Oh my
Look at the
gosh.
size of it.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
this is going right in the heart of Joplin, ain't it? It's gonna go just north. Oh no, you're right, it is. All right, well it's east of us now, I just don't know where.
knowing what the path of the tornado was, it was a pretty sure thing that it was going to go right into the heart of town. You go out and try to film this thing, and it's kind of exciting to film all of the wild nature, and then come to the realization that it's going to really...
You realize it's going into town. It's like, yikes.
Do some major damage and tear people's lives apart.
See how it's getting hazy over there?
Get in the bloody house, mate.
As it came closer and closer, you could actually see the curtain of rain coming at us, and then the tornado sirens started going off.
We got a tornado over here.
I had never heard
That's scary too, those sirens. Oh my God.
Tornado siren before.
To know that it's on its way. Oh, get inside the bloody house, mate.
We got in a closet below the stairs, and so I just kind of pointed the camera out the door.
Oh.
The light flickers and goes out for a second. I thought maybe that's the worst of it. When it went out that last time, it was dark.
Oh, and that is... Nope. Nope.
It was a different world at that time.
There's probably 18 or 19.
Do they not have like storm lanterns and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. I've obviously never been in a tornado. But I know I have at least 4 or 5 torches in my house if the lights go out. Yikes.
Everybody back up.
That's scary. That is scary.
I think at that point there were probably like 20 other people, and it was dark because there was no electricity.
Stay away from the bloody windows.
It kind of just felt surreal. It was almost like you were living a dream.
The sirens aren't going.
Growing up in Joplin, you're around tornadoes or you hear of them all the time. but I never really thought that I would have been the guy that dies in a tornado or has friends that die in a tornado.
Hey, where do you want me to put everybody?
Away from the window.
Joplin 2615, we have a house that has been struck. The top of the house has come down on the people.
This tornado was very unusual. Number one, very wide damage path, and then very slow moving. As the storm was still going through town, I actually got out in some of the hail and wind, and we just couldn't make it across town because of the debris.
The 911 phone did not stop ringing. You couldn't pick up the phone to try and call anybody or try to do anything without there being somebody there. At one point, it shut the system down. There's a big sense of helplessness with it. People are trapped, people are injured, people are dying, and the best you can do is say, well, we'll get somebody there as soon as we can, more or less.
I mean, what are you going to do? You can't send people out there in cars. They don't have, you know, tornado-protected cars. It's like, crazy. Crazy. Oh my God, look at it already.
We have no house left. None. The whole thing's gone. Gone, man. Gone. All I need to get is not
Chad Elliott in the KZRG 24-hour storm center. Homes are damaged in Joplin. One guy just called up. He says his home was totaled. So I just had another caller say a couple of houses damaged over by St. John's Hospital.
As a parent who had two children in the high school, it terrifies you to think that that could have happened during a school.
Imagine, yeah, exactly. I think he's got to say, imagine if that happened. Imagine a couple of hours earlier.
School day. I think our death toll would have probably been much higher if it had.
When you're doing graduation?
Hello, can anybody hear me? Go ahead. Officer down! Officer down, 249 and I-44.
What is he doing out of the car?
A civilian actually grab his radio and yell officer down because she found the vehicle with the windows all out and the officer nowhere around.
That was a civilian using our radio.
A civilian using our radio. It was 357's vehicle that she was calling from.
Where the hell is he?
24th of all, my house is gone, FYI. Power line's down at about 24th and Ship. I can't cross any further south.
Can anybody hear me? Officer down!
When I heard the officer down call, I immediately checked my radio because it was coming to see the vehicle. It was coming from Officer Waters' vehicle.
When was our last contact with Officer Waters? Last I heard, he wasn't moving.
There was that clinch and that minute of panic, but I checked my radio.
270 status.
Under a ditch just north of 249 and 44.
He was safe. He was under the bridge. He was actually taking care of people at that point. But it's still a terrifying feeling to hear that come over the radio at you.
I was going to say, what the hell is he doing out of the car? But obviously supporting people.
It's in the KZRG 24-hour storm center. Lots of reports of damage. Let me stress that the phones are ringing off the hook.
Yo, stop! Power line's down!
Oh!
Go back where you can. Go north. We'll have to go east.
As we moved off to try to intercept the tornado, we encountered the power lines that were flashing as the tornado was hitting him earlier.
Oh my God! Go downtown Joplin!
We were more focused on just trying to get back to a main road where we wouldn't have to encounter any more debris.
Don't. Okay, this is where we're at. We're getting rain. We're getting hail on the RC.
We were encountering baseball-sized hailstones. We were actually more going into rescue mode at that point because we knew it was going right through the town of Joplin.
We need to get up into Joplin and help people out.
Because that tornado formed so quickly, I don't know how much time people had.
So
not much.
Really bad. Oh, that's going right into downtown Joplin. Going downtown?
Huh? Looks like it's coming now. Huh? Maybe the eye.
There was a calming point there. We thought we were in the eye of the tornado.
Get back
there was just
inside.
debris everywhere. You basically saw people's lives just all over the yard. Clothes, pictures. I remember there being a torn up Bible things you basically saw if you just threw 20 houses together, shook them up, and then dropped them.
Oh, here we go.
Dang.
Nearly just 30, 40 seconds after that is when everything got real crazy. I just remember it being so dark real quick. I just remember the trees going back and forth. I remember the waves of rain. I remember debris flying by the window, hitting the window. That's what it was. I just was like, man, this is bad. I could tell how bad this was, and we weren't even around the corner yet.
Watching this on your KZRG Storm Tracker radar, and that is a big area concern. Tornado warning still in effect until 6:30, and we expect this to continue now.
We heard that there had been some damage in Joplin, so we went back to Joplin going about 85 on the highway, and there was cars passing us going 100.
One thing that we are seeing is lots and lots of damage so far.
We knew that our son, Connor, was okay, and we knew that our family members were okay, but we did not know if our house had been flattened, and that was just really scary.
And still waiting to get more reports coming in. In Carthage, we're getting reports of debris is falling from the sky.
Well, at the time of the tornado, Joplin had 5 fire stations. 2 of those were destroyed in the storm. So basically, what that did was wipe out, half of our emergency response fleet. I recall thinking that if Fire Station had been damaged, then there were going to be a lot of houses and homes that were damaged as well.
Our whole roof is gone. We will be out of service. We do have excessive damage to Station 4.
We started hearing debris hit the back of the building. My buddy was like, should we go into the beer cooler over there? Directly after he kind of, mentioned that, the front of the store just blew out.
Yep.
That reports the store at 17 and Range Line has been hit.
321, I've got about possibly 30 people trapped inside the restaurant here.
The little kids that were in there, I remember hearing that over the older people, just because it seemed so much more genuinely scared.
We're good.
It kind of settled down for a second, and I think it's over. Right when that happened, then the second part of it hit. The ceiling dropped 3 feet. As the walls of the building got blown away, I could look out and just see the sky.
I love everyone, man. Yeah, I love all you guys. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Jesus. Heavenly Father. Yes.
When it passed, everyone was kind of just either it had knocked them over, or like I was sitting on top of someone's legs.
Is everyone okay below me? I'm here, I'm okay. All right, I'm trying not to lay on someone.
Somebody's on my back.
Everyone was just in shock because you didn't know whether or not people were hurt at that point.
This is under me.
This is FM 102.9.
God, you can imagine that noise. That noise, just being in that beer cooler, just thinking, what is going to happen? What is going on?
AM 1310, and we do have Chad, and Chad will be joining us now. We'll check in with him. Good evening, Chad.
Hey, Josh, I am on Rangeline Road.
We were listening to the AM radio station in Joplin. We made a quick decision. A photographer and I hopped in the car and just headed west to Joplin.
Rangeline is flooding. I am plowing through the water right now.
We were just preparing to do normal reporting, and it was just going to be a normal shift.
Oh my, there are people that have got to be injured right now, Josh. There are probably people, fatalities right now. People are trapped in buildings. There are buildings missing, Josh, that used to be here. They're totally gone.
Once we came in and started seeing the destruction, that's when we started to get a sense of this is bigger than what we anticipated.
Battalion 1, this is Chief 1. Go ahead. I have clearing skies off to the west, so we look to be towards the end of this event. We do have a tremendous amount of debris out here in the 2 area. Looks like this is going to be very near the path of the tornado.
We had literally thousands, if not tens of thousands, of 911 calls in the first 24 hours. Most of us are used to tornadoes that move through an area very quickly and then are gone. This one took 30 minutes to get across town. Normally we can get out a lot faster and start responding. We just weren't able to with this one.
Go slower, dude. Debris, nails. Go slower.
We saw debris, but we saw houses and buildings intact. I was thinking, okay, the tornado brushed this, the north side of town or something like that.
This is bad.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. This is bad.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't until we got deeper into Joplin that we started to notice some pretty heavy damage.
Okay, are you talking to Kevin? What do we want?
I don't know where
I don't know.
Walking around.
I don't know.
And that's when we somehow met up with Kevin and his dad. We ended up in the same place, and I said, hey, we need to start pulling people out of the rubble.
Look at that. That is destroyed completely. When we first parked, we couldn't see anyone. But nobody was out walking around. Nobody was to be seen because it literally just happened. People were still trying to crawl out from the rubble.
We're going to turn around, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, I was definitely not mentally prepared to see what I saw, or I don't think the other guys were either. It was total devastation.
At some point, it was like we just kind of felt like sitting ducks. Said, well, we probably should move, and we probably should go towards where the sun is, and so we actually headed west.
Oh, just, I don't know, Missy? Or...
Got about half a block, and we saw a tree down, saw another tree down, and I remember one house there being 3 or 4 trees falling every which way, and the house was actually missed.
Dang, that's a lot.
And I remember saying,
holy moly.
Oh, they got it real bad in this part, and then as we're driving, there's a fence line, and once we crossed that fence line, it was like a bomb went off.
Oh.
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 Ooh. Got this?
The more you went west, the more it got more serious.
Can you get through that way?
Dang.
20th?
I remember it just being calm. Like, it was all this destruction, all this chaos, but it was like eerily quiet. You could hear the alarm, like alarms going off, honking. That was the majority of the noise at that time. And then the rain, it was still raining. It almost looked like you hit pause. This looked like the end of the world.
See where my room used to be. See on the end, right there with the bullet. Watch out for those. See where that room is gone? Right above. Right here. Above the window. No, over. Right above. No, that room that's above. That was my dad's room. And then the room that's completely gone, that was mine.
Oh.
After the boys, as I call them, fanned out to try to see who they could help in the area, I'd stayed behind with the vehicles.
I cannot believe this. Oh, the lady out with a broken back.
A gentleman approached me and said, there's a lady that's underneath her own wall. She can't get out, and she's really hurt. As we were talking with her, holding the wall up, she said that her back was hurting her and she couldn't sit up. So we decided to get a door that we found in the rubble and put her on the door and take her to a waiting pickup truck that was going to take people to the hospital.
I remember the man with his baby son, and the baby was bleeding really bad.
They had been in a pickup that got hit, and he asked whether we could get him to the hospital. We said sure. And so we headed out to the hospital.
Broadcasting live from the darkened KZRG 24-hour storm center. Power is out. We are running on backup generators at this hour.
And it was like driving through a war zone, needless to say. As soon as we topped this little crest, you could see the hospital, and our hearts just sank like, oh my gosh, now what do we do?
I understand clear. I got calls from the station that the hospitals were hit earlier. I'm trying to get to that side of town. They're just people, Josh, son. They're standing, sobbing on the...
I think we lost Chad Elliott.
Be advised, St. John's Hospital and everything in this area has sustained very heavy damage. I repeat, very heavy damage.
Nope, I copy that, yeah.
We topped the hill, and it was like a scene from a movie. And then the hospital, on top of everything else, the hospital, the place that's supposed to heal people, had been hit. And so we're just like, what do we do now? We pull up by the hospital, and they already had triage units essentially on the grass.
St. John's took a direct hit from the tornado that day. We ended up sending a couple, 3 crews to that area to help the St. John's staff evacuate the building.
Walked up to the main hospital, found some fellow security guys that I was supposed to work with that night. You know, we was like, we need to get patients out of here. And we started from the 9th floor and worked ourselves all the way down to 1. If they couldn't walk, you know, we was practically picking them up and carrying them down the stairwell. No staff was lost. He was all accounted for, and patients. There was no patients lost in the hospital. That was in-house. They was all accounted for as well.
We have also heard reports that some of the debris from the hospital has reached areas like Willard. A woman was reportedly seen in x-rays in her front yard, and that just gives you a visual to how far this damage is reaching. But if you think this is bad, check out this over here. This is a neighborhood that is completely flattened by this tornado. There are dozens of people walking up and down the street trying to figure out if their loved ones. It was
wow. Wow. When you see that panning across and it's just nothing. Not even the trees are gone. They're stripped bare. It's just that is devastating.
Horrific. There was people yelling, looking, trying to find their loved ones. The smell of natural gas was something that I've never smelled before, in that even in all the tornado zones that I've been in. There's a whole neighborhood that surrounds the hospital, and you couldn't pick out one home.
have sustained a major direct hit here in Joplin.
Now, Chad, you've described some damage, and we're trying to understand the situation. And as we can understand it now, Joplin will never be the same after this tornadic event.
I was on the air when the tornado hit, and just a few blocks from our station, utter devastation. People were crying, really didn't know what to do. People were being hauled away in the back of pickup trucks with emergency personnel holding just pieces of these people together.
And when I was at 24th and Main, I could look all the way to the west and all the way to the east, and I saw no structure standing. And there was no end to the damage path that you could see.
Dylan. Yes. Like, I don't recognize where I'm at right now.
Wow.
You need a ride?
We're gonna see if our car is still there.
Yeah.
But
This is the Walmart here?
yeah.
Do you need a ride somewhere?
No. I'm just gonna see if my car should be right over here.
All right, man.
Probably not.
I don't think your car's going to be there, love.
There's some guy, he usually is a door greeter, and he's stuck under some brick.
One of the greeters was trapped in the entrance. When we actually got around to that side of the parking lot, I mean, there was no way you could go there and just start picking up huge pieces of concrete.
I don't think I believe
Oh,
I've seen that.
God.
You want to ride somewhere?
And I remember seeing just a guy walking like a zombie, and he had blood on his arm, and he was just not present.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go over here.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't want to be. Somebody's gonna need help.
Oh, my God. Look at it.
Do you need help?
Here, get in. Get in.
Do you need to get in?
You leave, Greg's gonna come get me.
Okay, Gray's gonna come get
Do you want to sit in the car?
In the middle of the devastation is really where you saw the best of humanity come out.
People are getting help. There's people are helping. They're all throughout the parking lot. Is this for real?
Y'all need a ride?
Oh my goodness.
When we got back in Joplin, we had to park about 11 blocks from our house. We were hearing people screaming for help, and we were basically helpless because we couldn't pull anybody out of anything. And there was this lady that came up to me, and she asked if I had seen a baby or heard a baby screaming, and she said she had lost her 13-month-old baby in the tornado, and they were looking for the baby to see if it was alive or hearing cries or anything, and we were absolutely helpless at that point. We didn't know what to say to her. I mean, we didn't hear anything, so the baby did not make it, and the baby got sucked out of her arms, like she said, and they found it, I think about a couple of miles east of our house.
Oh.
Pedestrian says that there's a house on top of a gentleman at the 1800 block of Wall. Copy.
Oh my goodness.
And we just had to walk with our sandals on all the way down to our house. There was nothing left of our house, and it was getting dark, so we couldn't even start to salvage anything. We were trying to see if anybody else needed help in search and rescue that night. I do not think we would be alive if we would have been in the house that evening. So I was just going through the motions at that point. I didn't know how to deal with this. I just wanted to salvage anything that I could find. Not being able to salvage anything was hard then, but those things just aren't important. That's just stuff. You can go buy anything at the store, but you can't buy a family member.
This is where we climbed out. It was still raining. People used beer boxes down here as steps.
My buddy Corey went over, and where the wall had fallen over, there was kind of a break between the roof and the wall, and we kind of just shimmied up that wall.
It's not hard to get out.
Behind the gas station, it was pretty much just an open field. Our car was picked up and set down kind of where the building had been. There was a cow laying there that had been like hit by debris.
All right, here's the gas station that we were at.
Imagine if they didn't get in that beer cooler. I don't think they would have made it.
Parked right over there. Our car got blown away, but the front door was just right there.
God.
No one was hurt in the cooler other than just minor bruises and cuts.
That right there is where we climbed out.
God, they are lucky.
All the shelving was falling down. That's about where we were laying.
I do feel really lucky that for whatever reason, I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose a loved one. There's a whole lot of emotions that go into it because there's so many other people in the community that were affected so much more negatively than I feel like I was.
You get a bit of that survivor's guilt, you know. Why did my house survive? Why did I not get hurt, you know?
The Joplin tornado was anywhere from a half mile to 3/4 mile
Oh my God,
wide at its widest point. It was on the ground for about 13 miles. Approximately 7,500 homes were damaged. We ended up with 161 people that were deceased from the tornado.
They were still doing a rescue operation, and they were trying to retrieve bodies. And we heard the search and rescue dogs barking over and over, and I heard the dogs barking in my head for weeks when I would try to sleep.
My brother, there was absolutely nothing left of his house. He thankfully and his family lived in the basement, so it's just kind of crazy.
I finally made it up to where my home was at. It was severely damaged, but thank God my wife and daughter were still alive. But just up the street from where we lived, a lot of people had died that day.
My home was destroyed. It was in the tornado path. I found out about it, I think it was on the second day, I think it was Tuesday morning. One of my firefighters who had lived down the street from me came in and said, "Hey Chief, I'm really sorry about your home." And I just looked at him and said, "I don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean?" I figured it was still there and everything was good. And he said, "Chief, your home's destroyed."
There's something to be said for how much progress Joplin has made since that night. The debris is mostly cleared and people are truly moving on.
We have a united focus on rebuilding the city and, coming back better than we were before.
We've learned a lot through the situation about love and kindness and just everybody coming together as a community. It's like a family.
What I'm doing now is I'm finding housing for people who lost their homes and their lives in this tornado. It kind of goes full circle where I'm still on an everyday basis in some way or another dealing with what happened.
The number of volunteers that came to the city to help is just absolutely beyond description. You know, they're helping us move forward to our new lives and our new normal. They can't give us back our lives that we had on May 21st, because what we had before and what we knew before, it's gone. It doesn't exist, and it will never exist again, other than the memories of the citizens and the people that have lived here in their lives.
That's devastating and terrifying is not powerful enough words to describe that. Over 160 people lost their lives. That story about that baby. I mean, I don't know how, as a parent, you get over that, especially when you're holding that baby and it's gone. It's just like you would always blame yourself for that. That's even though the tornado only lasted 30 minutes, the effects of it's going to last for a lifetime. To see those real stories, to see that real footage on the ground, terrifying, that noise, that the sheer size of it as well, just terrifying. We've said, we've watched tornadoes before, and as I said, that the fact that Mother Nature just doesn't care. Mother Nature doesn't care that we're humans. It doesn't care what we've built. It's just you're in its way, and it's just going to knock you over. But that last little bit at the end there about everybody come together as a community to rebuild. That's what it's all about afterwards. That's rebuilding, that sense of community, coming back stronger than ever. Wow, that was I can't imagine being in that. Just the sheer noise of it as well, and knowing that you can't do anything. You just got to ride it out in a beer fridge or in the basement or wherever, in a car, wherever you are, and just pray to God that whoever you pray to, just, man, please let me make it through this next 20 minutes or whatever it is. Oh, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Let me know what you thought of that one. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it all the way through the end, I know that was a long video, but captivating and real human stories. Just your heart really goes out. Your heart really goes out to people who are suffering through those, and it happens every year. Maybe not as big as that one, but yeah, it's just, unfortunately, something we have to deal with, unfortunately. So be good to yourself and be good to others. I think that's the message as well, too. You never know what people are going through. So let me know if you enjoyed that, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe, and I'll definitely see you in the next reaction video. Oh, you're still here? You want more content? Why don't you check out my Patreon down here? You'll get plenty more content and some exclusive videos over there too. If not, why not check out this one over here?